Hello friends, today we will be seeing nature of roots. Now we already know that x is equal to minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Okay. Now for example, if b square minus 4ac becomes 0, so what will happen? So you will get minus b plus or minus root 0 upon 2a. Root 0 is nothing but 0. So you get minus b plus 0 upon 2a or minus b minus 0 upon 2a. Hence you will get these two roots. So if you see carefully, both of them are equal. So we came to a conclusion that if b square minus 4ac is 0, then we can say that both the roots are equal and they will be real numbers because a, b are all real numbers. Okay. So next case, if b square minus 4ac is positive, then we have done so many questions in the last exercise wherein all the b square minus 4ac values were positive, and we saw that we got two different roots, okay, which were real and unequal. So we say that if b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, then the roots will be real and unequal, whereas if b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, the roots will be equal, real and equal. Now we go to the next part wherein b square minus 4ac can be less than 0. So if it is less than 0, then what? We have learnt in 9th standard that inside the root sign, inside the radical sign, you cannot have a negative number. Okay. So this type of number does not exist. Therefore we will get that if b square minus 4ac is less than 0, then the roots are not real. Okay. So according to that, we have made this table. So if b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, real and unequal, b square minus 4ac equal to 0, real and equal, b square minus 4ac less than 0, not real. Okay. All you have to remember is this. Now b square minus 4ac is also called as a discriminant. Okay. So you, instead of writing b square minus 4ac, you can just write discriminant or just a triangle. Okay, the small triangle. So this is known as a discriminant or b square minus 4ac, short form for b square minus 4ac. Okay. So let's move towards the exercise. So the first question, x square minus 4, first two questions you have to do on your own because they are very easy. Let's move to the third question where they are telling you to find out the roots of the equation. So you have x square minus 4x plus 4 is 0. Now here you identified a, b and c. Then your determinant is equal to b square minus 4ac. You put the values for b square minus 4ac. You got it as 0. Therefore as determinant is equal to 0, roots of the given equation are real and equal because it is equal to 0. Okay. Moving to the next question. 2y square minus 7y plus 2 equal to 0. Here again you found out the values of a, b and c. Therefore delta equal to b square minus 4ac. You get b square minus 4ac. You put all the values, you got 33. Therefore it is greater than 0. Hence the root of the given equation will be real and unequal. Okay, clear? Moving to the next one. M square plus 2m plus 9 is 0. Again you found out b square minus 4ac, that is okay. Now you got minus 32. Hence it is, as it is less than 0, roots of the given equation are not real. Okay, clear? This is the way you have to do them. Now we will learn a new concept. All these days what we were doing is, one equation was given to you and you were finding out the roots of the equation. Now we will have to do ulta. The roots of the equation will be given to us. We have to find out the quadratic equation. Okay. So if alpha and beta are roots of any quadratic equation, then the equation is x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta is 0. Okay. Along with this, two small formulas we will learn which will be useful for the coming exercise, remaining exercise. Alpha plus beta equal to minus b upon a and alpha beta is c upon a. Okay. So let's move to the next question. Question number 4. wherein the roots are given to you, alpha and beta is given to you, and you have to find out the quadratic equation. Very easy. So alpha and beta is given to you. So alpha plus beta is this thing, alpha beta is 0 because 0 into 4 gives you 0. Therefore the required equation is x square minus, you wrote this formula and you just substituted the values of alpha plus beta and alpha beta. So you get minus 4x plus and alpha beta 0. Okay. Therefore no need to write this 0 because it is not required. So x square minus 4x is equal to 0 is the required equation. Next question, where alpha is 3, beta is minus 10. So alpha plus beta will be minus 7, alpha beta will be minus 30. So the required equation will be x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta is 0. And then just put the values to get the answer. Next, half and minus half, again you add both of them to get 0, you multiply them to get minus 1 upon 4. So therefore the required equation will be this thing. Now no need to write this part. Okay. So what you get, x square minus 1 upon 4 is equal to 0. Even if you leave it till here, it is okay. Else, because it does not look good, multiply by 4, each term by 4, you get this. This is the required equation. Okay. Next one, alpha equal to 2 minus root 5, beta equal to 2 plus root 5. Very easy. Alpha plus beta, just add them. Okay. Minus root 5 plus root 5 goes away, 2 plus 2 4. When you multiply them, it is nothing but a plus b, a minus b. So you get 2 square minus root 5 square. So you solve it to get minus 1. I guess you can solve further. Next question, this quadratic equation is given to you. So see carefully, here a is 1, b will be minus 4k. Okay. Anything that is beside x, everything becomes the coefficient of x, and that is your b. Many people will mistake it as only minus 4, but no, your b is minus 4k. So you get b equal to minus 4k. Okay. And c equal to k plus 3. Also here many of them will do a mistake of taking c as only 3, but no, anything that comes after this thing, this whole thing will be c. So you get c as k plus 3. Now according to the given condition, sum of roots is equal to 2 times product of roots. That is what is given in the question. If sum of the roots is twice the product of roots, find the value of k. So we put sum of roots is alpha plus beta 2 into alpha beta. Alpha plus beta formula, okay, alpha beta formula, that is equal to minus b is what, minus 4k, a is 1, 2, c is what, k plus 3 upon a 1. Okay. So you solve this, okay, to get k is equal to 3. Now we will learn some new formulas, 2 new formulas. Okay. We all know this formula, alpha plus beta whole square is alpha square plus beta square plus 2 alpha beta. Now suppose we want formula for this alpha square plus beta square. What do? We take the 2 alpha beta that side. So we get alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta is alpha square plus beta square. Hence we get this formula, alpha square plus beta square. Okay. Similarly, we all are familiar with this formula, alpha plus beta whole cube equal to alpha cube plus beta cube plus 3 alpha beta alpha plus beta. Again we want formula for this much part. So what we will do, we will send this whole term there. When this whole term goes there, this becomes negative. Okay. Everything else remains the same. Hence we get this formula for alpha cube plus beta cube. Okay. These 2 formulas we will be using in the next question. Now alpha and beta are roots of this equation, y square plus 2y minus 7 is 0. So here a is 1, b is minus 2, c is minus 7. So you found out alpha plus beta, you found out alpha beta. Now alpha square plus beta square is, this formula. Okay. So even if you don't remember this formula in the exam, you can just derive it as we did it now. Okay. So you put the values, okay, minus minus becomes plus, 2 into 7 14, you get alpha square plus beta square 18. Similarly, alpha cube plus beta cube, the formula that we just derived, then you just substitute the values of alpha plus beta, alpha beta and alpha plus beta again. Solve to get the answer, alpha cube plus beta cube. Now next question. They are already telling you that the roots of these two equations, the roots of this equation are real and equal. They are already telling you. Okay, so we found out a, b, c. Okay, the roots of the given equation are real and equal, therefore b square minus 4ac will be 0. Therefore b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. So you get k, this 144 is 0. So you get k square minus 12 square is 0. Therefore k plus 12, k minus 12, 0. Therefore you solve this to get k is equal to, k is equal to minus 12 or k is equal to 12. Okay. Moving to the next one. Similarly, here also they have told that the roots are real and equal. So first we write it in the standard form. Kx square minus 2kx plus 6 is 0. So you get the value of a, b and c. So b square minus 4ac is 0. So you get b square minus 4ac as 0. You solve this, minus 2 square is always, it will be in positive, plus 4, k square minus 6 into 4, 24k. Now from these both terms 4k is common, correct? So 4k, k minus 6 is 0. Now the 4 goes the other side, you get k minus 6, 0 upon 4, that is k into k minus 6, 0. Therefore k is 0 or k minus 6 is 0. Therefore k is 0 or k is 6. But if k is 0, what happens? See carefully. If k becomes 0, this whole thing will become 0. So this will not remain a quadratic equation itself. Okay. So that's what we are writing. But k is not equal to 0. Why? As if k is equal to 0, a will be equal to 0 and the equation will not be a quadratic. Therefore k is not equal to 0 and k is 6. Okay. Thank you.